that our ego is not going to interfere here, that confusion is not going to interfere here, that is going to be kicked out. Doesn't matter if there's going to be one person in front of me or 1,000,000 people in front of me. It is going to be the same way, because that is the way of Sahib al-Saif, that is the way of Sultan al-Awliya, that is the way of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wassalam. So you have a question that when you're growing up, what they said?
That if anybody has a bad dream, you're not supposed to speak about it.
Well, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First, you have to know what is dream. What are dreams? If you're going to find out from therapists, it's going to tell you what dreams are. If you're going to find out from witchy people, they're going to say what dreams are. You're going to find out from psychologists, they're going to tell you what is dreams. You're going to find out from, who else? Actor, they're going to tell you what a dream is. But you find out from the awliya Allah, the inheritors of the Prophet ﷺ, they're going to tell you what these dreams are. Whether you like it or not, you're always following someone. There's always a teacher. In this case, you say when you're growing up and they told you. So I'm assuming when you're growing up, you're a kid, they must be elderly people who told you this. First, we have to understand what the dreams are. What is the dreams, especially the dreams of the believers in this Ahir Zaman? What is the Holy Prophet, Habibullah alayhi wasallam, saying about all this? Dreams are very important in the Ahir Zaman for the believers. And through dreams, it is the 1/40th part of prophethood. That the prophets, they have to have dreams. Good dreams, divine dreams. Or dreams that is going to show them certain things. So the believers, they will have dreams that is going to show them certain things. That is going to be important for them, their surrounding, and this world. There are certain protocols to the dreams. The sunnat is that you say your dreams only in the morning time, only during the daytime, not nighttime. Because the nighttime, it is a time that is given to all those other ones that we cannot see, that is around us always. Those ones who are filled with jealousy because of us. And the dream, it is not something that is confirmed until you speak it. And when you speak it, the person who listens and the person says Amin. The meaning of Amin means the person puts a stamp on it. Agreeing or disagreeing doesn't matter. The person responding to it, then that dream now, instead of being suspended between earth and the heavens, it gets lifted. You tell your dream to someone who has jealousy. It's a good dream. The person, because he has jealousy, he says, no, that's a nonsense dream. That is saying Amin to that. So the dream becoming good, instead of good, it becomes something that is not so good. And it gets lifted as that. So now that you enter into tariqat, we're going to understand a little bit more about how Islam and the sunnah of the Rasulullah ﷺ is going to govern every aspect of our lives as much as we can carry. What is most important that is going to make us grow in these days. Like I said before, we are not going to take an antique religion, a museum piece religion, something that is 1400 years ago, and try to put it here now the same way. No, Islam, it is a living religion. Like I said, the Shaitan, Wahhabis, they hate the Ottomans because the Ottomans made Islam a living religion. A living and relevant and beautiful religion that from every corner people are going to look and they're going to feel attracted, they're going to fall in love with it. That with Islam, Europe was coming and they were accepting the way of the Prophet ﷺ because of the Islam that the Ottomans were showing and giving. And the Islam that the Ottomans were showing and giving, it is always resting on good manners, the most perfect manners, the most beautiful manners. Read what the ambassadors from the West, they write about the Muslims and how they live and how they practice their faith And you're going to say, where are these Muslims today? This is not like the Muslims that are now. Understand? The Muslims back then, they have so much patience, they have so much manners. It is so beautiful that people are attracted and they fall in love with Islam just by looking at the manners of the Muslims. Just as the way that people today, when they look at the bad manners of a Muslim, the Muslim who does not have the manners of the Prophet, he may have the practices, but he doesn't have the manners, because his manners, he's taking it either from his ego or the shaitans outside. People are turned off by it. Understanding? So now, with the dreams that you have, it is important that you tell it to your Shaykh. No one else. First. If it is a good dream, he will make it better. He will pray that it becomes better. If it is a not so good dream, he will pray that it will become good. This is the proper manners. So anyone who hears a dream later, the proper manners for anyone who hears a dream is to say, MashaAllah, Hayrulsun, may it be good. It is not to give your own interpretation. You don't give interpretation to your dream yourself. Don't ask someone to give interpretation to your dream. If you dream something that is, you think it is good, don't go around bragging to people. Today, everyone is bragging and making a show. Oh, you know, I dream of Prophet, I dream of Prophet, I dream of this thing. Why are you showing off? Then the value of that dream falls. If you have a meeting with Obama, secret meeting with Obama, you think Obama will ever meet you again if you tell the whole village, well, you know what, I had a meeting with Obama yesterday? You think? None. Correct? So they're going to test out to see how much patience you have. Sometimes you look and it's a good dream, it may not be. So many people, they're dreaming of the Holy Prophet, we listen, we say there is a big warning to you. The Prophet himself coming to warn you is a very, very big thing. If you don't turn around, big smack is going to come to you. And a big smack came to them. But to them, in their minds, they think they are saints because they dream of Prophet. But you're not understanding why he came to you. Oh, just him coming, it is a blessing. Of course it is a blessing. But if you close the doors to that blessing, you're not going to get blessing, you're going to get a curse. Abu Jahil was in his presence for years. Abu Lahab was in his presence for years. All the mushriks, all the munafiqs were in the presence for years. Did they gain anything from his barakat? Nothing. Zero. Why? Because they close the doors, their heart. Understand? So you have something. Don't go around looking in books also. Don't go around Googling also. The Shaitan internet is one of the biggest fitna of these times. It is showing us how to live, and people are believing in it. They are getting very scared that people saying, we're going to put microchip in your skin, in your ear, in your eye, da. They say, oh, this is terrible, this is end of days. But they have their cell phone right next to them, 24 hours they're checking. Wake up, first thing they're going to check. Sleeping, last thing they're going to do is they're going to check. Check what? You're checking the hadith of the day. You're checking to see whether someone needs my help. You're checking to see which ayat is... No, you're checking for cat video. You know those cat videos? You're checking for nonsense thing. I'm not even going to talk about the dirty things that people check. And Muslims, first thing when we wake up, we're supposed to say Shahadat. Last thing before we go to sleep, we're supposed to say Shahadat. But all these living traditions, it is all lost. Once they make Islam to say Islam no longer life. Life is something else. Religion is something else. They make Islam into a religion. Put into a book, that's when you lose everything. You lose the strength. Tamam? So, this is what we learn from our shaykhs. If you like it, take it. You don't like it, leave it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.